Okay, so let's get right into learning the 64 count swing routine. As I've mentioned in previous videos where I do 64 count routines, it's usually because it matches up very well with the structure of the music. Most 4/4 music is structured so that the chorus is going to be 8 counts of 8 or 64 counts. And in this case, I actually made this particular routine to the song Shivers by Ed Sheeran. I won't be dancing it with that song in this video because of copyright strikes on YouTube, but I will have me practicing it with that music available on my Patreon page if that's something that you're interested in, to be able to follow along with that song, because it is a super fun, upbeat song that works perfectly with this routine. So if you're interested in that, you can find it on my Patreon page, and if not, this routine is still going to be a super fun 64 count swing routine for you. So let's get right into it. Okay, I'm actually going to teach this routine 2 counts of 8 at a time because it's not super complicated. I think it works out best in those types of chunks rather than teaching it 1 count of 8 at a time. I think that would be a little bit tedious, okay? So we are going to start, the first 2 counts of 8 look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So the first thing I'm doing are 2 jive kicks, okay? What makes these kicks particular to jive or swing is the fact that I'm lifting my knee and then I send my toes straight down instead of kicking forward as if I were doing like a can-can, okay? So I'm lifting my knee from the hip and then I send it straight down, and it's a rebound action as if you're dipping your toe into extremely hot water. So I go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So I'm starting with the right foot, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it sometimes takes a little bit of time to get used to the timing of these kicks because it does require that you lift your knee a little bit before the count. So if I'm counting 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Kickball change and 5 and 6. Okay, so our kickball change is kick, ball, change. I end up with my weight on the left. And then I'm going to do a high kick, as high as you can go, of course without negatively affecting your posture. 5, I'm sorry, I can't remember what the count was. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sorry, this is 7, and I'm going to cross that right foot in front of my left on 8, just the ball of the foot on the ground. So let's do those first 8 counts. We go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, from here, I'm going to kind of carve a circle with my hips to come around. And I'm doing about 3/4, maybe a little less than 3/4 of a turn. As much as you can turn without having to turn this left foot too much. So as you can see, I'm going around and I kind of stop here with my feet in parallel. Okay, so a little less than 3/4 of a turn. Again, leading with the hip. So this part takes 4 whole counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm taking my hip around to the, starting with the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, I'm going to stay in place. I'm going to start with the knees, bend, wiggle the knees, and roll up. I'm doing a reverse body roll. So my hips are moving first, chest, and head. So all together it looks like this. Wiggle, your time on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm also kind of bringing my hand around to mimic the hip action, almost like I'm slicing through and coming around, and then boom, the hands can come to the waist as I do that reverse body move. So let's do the first 2 counts of 8 all together. We go. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Slice 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The head can come up on 8. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. And 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's try the first 2 counts of 8 with music. 5, 6, ready, and. I should say there's always ways to modify if you don't want to hop, and I'll be showing you how to do those modifications as we go. So I actually start, if I'm doing this facing front, and I come around, I'm kind of like a quarter of a turn or a little more than a quarter turn off center, and I'm using this first step, crossing with the right, to bring myself back on a diagonal to the front, okay? So if I started here and came around, boom, then I'm going to turn a little bit to the left to open up back to where my front is. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, if you don't want to jump, you can simply go and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. If you can jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go jump, tap, jump, tap, jump, tap, jump, tap. A little difficult to do slow, but that's the idea, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, tap, jump, tap, jump, tap. And I'm sorry, if you're doing the jumps, we're going to just be kicking. If you're not doing the jumps, you can keep the feet on the ground. But if we're jumping, we're going and kick and kick and kick and kick. And the kick, the rebound of the kick with the knee coming in, out of breath, is what's bringing you into the jump. So I go out, in, out, in, out, in. Yeah? Faster than that, it's much easier, faster. But that's the action, okay? Those are the first 8 counts. So I'm going to do the jumping version, but you know how to do the modified version if you need to. So we start off center. We just did this, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8. Let's do that one more time. From here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8. Okay? From here, we are going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to step on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? This is another jumping step that we can modify. If you don't want to jump, you can simply go step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, kick. And if you want to add a little bounce in there, you can go step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, kick. We are rotating to the left. So, when I finish my body rolls back, body roll, body roll. Now I'm going to reverse directions and I'm going to step this way with my right first. And tap, and tap, and tap, kick. So I continue to rotate. I rotate to the left, tap, keep rotating to the left, tap, to the left, tap, and kick. Okay, so let's do the second count of 8. We end with our right foot out to the side, either in the air or down on the floor, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 5, a 6, a 7. So the step is on and, the tap is on the number. And 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Okay? One more time for the body rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So now, from the first count of 8 in this section, so we just did the reverse body roll, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Body roll. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again. On an angle, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, I'm kind of playing with what the arms are doing. I don't do the same thing every time. I kind of like to let it flow out. Generally, in jive or swing, for me, it's much more comfortable to just kind of hold the hands in this position next to the body, and if the inspiration strikes, I might do an accent here or there. But because of the speed of it and the fact that we're kind of jumping and very active in the feet, I tend to find that if we also add a lot of arm movements in, it's like too much stuff. So I really like to keep the emphasis on the rhythm and the feeling in the lower body. Okay, but if there's a particular movement that I'm doing with my arms that you like, of course, feel free to copy that. Okay, we'll do it one more time and then we'll try it this section with music. So we go from the angle, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's give it a shot with music. 5, 6, ready, act. And again. 5, 6, ready, act. One more time. 5, 6, ready, act. Last time. 5, 6, ready, act. Okay, so the third section starts from our kickback. This was 8. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so from here, we're kicked back. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips and I'm going to go tap, kick. affecting your posture. So we want to keep our rib cage nice and lifted. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to unwind into a preparation on my right foot. And then I'm going to do a whole turn. In the video when I originally made up this routine, I was doing a triple turn. If you can do more than one turn, there is time. But for the sake of simplicity and clarity in this video, I'm just going to do one. But again, if you feel like you can do more than one in the time provided, go for it. So again, I'm here and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, I go tap first. Tap, kick, cross, turn to prepare, and then turn on the right, bring the left in, and stop your turn. Which is always difficult for me, and I just want to keep going. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? From there, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And at that point, it's when he's saying, give me the shivers on the second two of these kind of chuggy type things moving forward. So you could do whatever that means to you in your body. This step is just kind of like a blank slate for you. You could bring the arms up, ba-dum, ba-dum, okay? There's lots of different things you can do. I actually think I will bring the arms up because I like them out to the side for the next part. So what I'm going to do, and feel free to copy, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I'm sorry, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and end with the arms out to the side. Okay? So, from the first count of 8, I'm here and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, you could, as the hands are coming out, you could add a little shimmy in there. Okay, so that we get the shiver portion. So, again, we're here on 8, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try the third section with music. Starting now. And again. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then arms down and kick out to the side with a nice pointed foot, okay? I'm here, and I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do sailor shuffle. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3, turn 4. So on this turn, I'm crossing my foot behind, I'm turning on the heel of the left and the ball of the right to complete a half of a turn, okay? So I'm going to do it facing this way so that you can see what it looks like facing away. And when I do that, I'm going to turn my face over my right shoulder and I'm going to go hip, 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 head on 8, okay? So the whole thing, the whole last section, I am here and I'm going 1, 2, 3, kick 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, cross 3, turn 4 with the head, 5, 6, 7, look 8. Okay? When I'm doing these hips, I'm turning one foot to face forward and the other foot perpendicular and lifting that heel. Twist, 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 twist. And one knee is straight, the one I'm standing on, and the other one is bent. Twist, twist, twist. Okay? And then the sailor shuffle is a step that I've talked about before in my 4 steps. I think it's 4 steps that all dancers should know. So I'll put a link to that now. If you don't know how to do a sailor shuffle and you'd like to learn, I explain it in depth in that video. Okay? So let's try this whole last section one more time, and then we'll try it with music. So I go from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so now let's try it with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just show you the whole thing first, and then I will do it facing away so that you can follow along. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So now I'm going to do it facing away. So you can follow along a few times, and we'll try the whole thing with music. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 1, a 3, a 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 1, a 3, a 5, a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's try it with music. 5, 6, ready, act.
Thanks so much for joining me for today's lesson. Leave a comment below and let me know how you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dance Doctor Online. Until next time, keep dancing.